Hello there gang, zthe here, just playing a little bit of Nation Red, and I thought I'd throw together a video for you guys and gals. So what is Nation Red? Let's have a look, shall we? Bit of an oldie now, almost old enough for a past blast. 2010 this was released. So option wise, we've got some rebindable keys, all good, as well as all your weapons and how your mouse is all mouse binding. You don't see that often these days. Some options for in-game and perks, we'll talk about those very shortly, as well as communications, because this can be played multiplayer. Video settings, some very basic stuff. There are a few more settings under the other that you get here. So all in all, a fair little bit for a little indie game. So multiplayer, you can play local co-op or online, but online at the moment for public is... Oh no, there's somebody playing this. You can also play with your Steam friends or create games. So it's still going the multiplayer as a co-op experience. We'll look at what we get for the single player. So you've got your settings here for your perks. Strategic mode, auto perk mode. Now if you edit this, as you get perks, you can have them automatically applied in that mode. Random perk mode, it will literally, as you level up, it will give you a random perk. And then finally this is standard strategic mode, which I double clicked, which I didn't mean to. So single player, we'll see the mode, we'll see the perks in action soon enough. So you've got your basic free play, barricade, which is, they're all kind of samey. You get a few separate maps and some very samey ones. Barricade mode, you have some barricades you have to defend, as well as your difficulty settings. Survival mode, which is just literally the game but without any perks. But free play mode's the most likely to be played one, which we'll jump into. And finally some missions, which are a series of short challenges in which you get a performance reward at the end. We'll just dive in with free play. So you've got a selection of maps. I'll just pick this one, the petrol station. So it's classic. It's a classic twin stick shooter. So we're stuck with the starting weapon. Right, so we now got some perks. So left control, bring up your perk menu, and I'll take accuracy for my first one. You can have up to 25 active at a time. There's also these other little random pickups that drop, as well as all the different weapons. Right, I'm going to spec for a ranged character at the moment, so I shall ignore all the melee weapons that get dropped. This is the sentry gun and cloak, so I can become visible. Rammer will attract zombies to your area. Bouncing Betty, if you've played your World War II games, you know what that is. It's a good selection of weapons, a good selection of... Ooh, rage, that does mean I basically everything can one shot and it increases my rate of fire. Certain weapons are better than others, but as you can imagine, the more damage it does, the longer the reload time. Oops, I'm getting a bit close to it. You would get a lot of zombies on this game. Let's have anarchist. Every free grenade every 30 seconds. Grenade you can just right click. So when you're getting overwhelmed, very handy to have the old grenades. Oh, and there's a grenade boss. There's also, as you go along, there's also a few different zombie types as you go through the game. M1A carbine, I'll have that for sure. Actually, I'd rather the jackhammer. I'm kind of losing track of where I am at the moment. Can happen. As you can see, there's quite a lot of... you can end up with quite a lot of AI on this... in this game. Actually, I should get some other... I'll take auto experience for now. Oh, I've got small perks I can have. Bomb threat. That could be good, could be bad, that one. Some of them have a dual edge to it, so bomb threat. The enemy explosions will be more damaging, as well as mine. So, of course, that boss throwing grenades, it would mean he'll do more damage to me. Let's see, armour. Probably a good one. We'll go for armour. Right, hopefully that grenade... Ah, there we go. There's the grenade boss down. So that means I've got some more. Come closer. Let's see. Aftershock. Oh, apparition increases the chance of a ghost power-up appearing. We'll have that. Getting a little bit overwhelmed here again. These things don't last forever. Only your guns. Your guns stay all until you swap them out. But all the other perks have a short length duration, unless you up them through the skill tree with your perks. So yeah, this is let's see, there's an exploding zombie. There's that orange chappies. So if I increase that explosion damage, they will do more damage to the other zombies. I'm getting overwhelmed here. Try and cut myself a pathway out. But if they explode near me, they'll also damage me more. So yeah, there's actually quite a level of tactical play to this. I mean, you could spec yourself up for a more melee-based character as well, you know, and get perks to affect that. You can become more of a reliant on pickups, such as your gun turret you saw a little while ago, the sentry turret. Oh, it's a boss there. I didn't see him. Oh, what? How did I not notice that? So all in all, wow, I'm down to... I used to be 70... I got up to 76 on this game. Yeah, there's a leaderboard. As I said, it's been a long while since I last played this. I know it's on a Monday sale. So you do get a lot of game for your money. I'll have a quick look at, say, Barricade. Yeah, let's try Bridgehead. Alright, let's try all platform instead then. So you see there you've got a... See, it's very similar. These kind of modes are probably better played in co-op, in all honesty. I should have took that. There is fire damage in the game. If I'm nearby, they repair. If they're not, they don't. Ooh, come on, get that. Although blazed with a flamethrower, I suppose it's a bit excessive. How are we doing on up here? So you know, you definitely get your money's worth in this game, that's for sure. So miniguns are very good for mass crowd clearance, but the reload on it's a bit crippling. See, there's a lot of yeah, I'll take accuracy just to start off with, as that's always a safe bet. So they're already getting through. Oh, there. Try and get here and get that repaired up. Oh, and another sentry gun drop. So yeah, you've got some inventive little perks and extras. Some good selection of weapons, and it's a lot of game here. It is obviously a bit samey. I didn't want to pick up that M5K there, but it doesn't matter. Music's decent enough, the sounds are good and effective, and yeah, certainly the AI, the number of AI you can get on screen, especially towards the late end game. You have multiple bosses, it can be a very hectic game for sure. There's no two ways about it. And all in all, it's just good, easy-going fun. And of course, the developer's diesel power. Absolute credit to that guy. I mean, he's a single indie developer, but the amount of effort he put into like patching and bug fixing over the years, it was really quite impressive. A lot of other indie devs could learn from that. Oh yeah, because some bosses do also have, you can see they do come with guns. So that's sometimes why specking up to be a melee character can actually be quite a good idea, because you can tank a lot of damage from the bosses. So it is a very single-minded game, in all fairness. But it brings a lot to the table for its low cost. Oh, we'll have some bullet time. Oh, no, I don't really want the sniper rifle if I'm going to... In fact, honestly, this super shot is one of the all-time better guns. Well, yeah, depending on how you spec up with your tree. I can just keep remembering that. Take armor first. Yeah, still not sure about that one. I'll have that apparition for sure. Right. Obviously, your play area is a bit more limited. Oh, I didn't mean to pick up the jewellies there. Never mind, doesn't matter. Oh, I might as well get the fire damage out of it then. Right, what is that? It's trying to tell me something, that little indicator. Ah, it's another boss. Could be... Oh yes, I was going to have the... I'll have Anarchist. Oh, still got some others, so I'll have Aftershock. That'll every so often gives a wave that'll knock enemies away from you. That can be quite useful when you're getting surrounded, and you will get surrounded quite quickly in this game. Right, talking of ghosts, there you are. Let's get that. Hopefully it'll shoot at the boss for me. So yeah, it's just a very inventive game for as far as your basic wave shooter goes. It does a lot. You could do that turret becoming online sooner than later. Oh, I think we've got him anyway. Whew. Yeah, definitely can be quite hectic, this game. Oh, that was dual Glocks. There's another ghost, one of that, and some dynamite. You see, it's already fairly hectic at the moment. This is quite low level. Engineer increases your operational sentry guns. Yeah, we'll have that. Not we've had many sentry guns at the moment, but again, you can usually find perks to increase the drop rates of those. So yeah, there's a lot of different tactical play options in this game. And I've got a funny feeling. Oh, I've got mine later. I should have tried to cart him back onto these. No reload. I could definitely do with that right now. Out my way, zombies. So that'd be my only criticism is that sometimes with all of what's going on, it is very easy to end up actually picking a weapon up that you don't want in the hectic chaos. I mean, you just have to learn to adapt to it. I mean, that's fair enough. And you do get there eventually. So I didn't even see that one. Where that came from, I don't know. Fire starter, burn all. Yeah, we'll have that. When something catches fire, nearby infected enemies also catch fire. So yeah, because I was able to blow up that explosive zombie nearby him, it also helped damage him, but that one damaged me. Let's do a little roll for here. Try and get some... Oh, what gun have I got now? I've got the... Fairness, that does do a lot of damage to bosses. So that's quite handy. Are you still upright? Drop. Now I'm kind of giving up on these turrets now at the moment. I'm kind of doing it. Oh, mine layer, great. I'll just keep counting up and down here. Make a little kind of barrier. Right, work on trying to get this area sort of secured. So these super shotties are quite useful like that. I think we'll get around to concluding our dealings soon anyway. Oh wow, Yeah, it likes to throw bosses at you. I mean, later on, you will soon find yourself having multiple bosses on screen at the same time. Yeah, it can be... I mean, that is the idea of the game. You're not really supposed to sort of live forever and become sort of... you will basically lose at some point. You do get so overwhelmed. And the idea of the game is to keep yourself alive as long as you can. That ram right now could be quite useful. That acts as a distraction for the zombies, so maybe I can get down here and try and repair some of these. Ooh, I have 9 layer again. That makes this a nice little... there he goes. But yeah, I think we'll soon get around to concluding our dealings anyway, gang, because this is Nation Red at its finest. It's good hectic fun, certainly for a time killer. With it being on a sale, it's definitely worth having. And the different... Oh, I accidentally picked up a wrong thing. Well, as I say, you get used to that in this game. That does happen a fair few times. But it's fairly relentless in that respect. It doesn't... the game doesn't believe in giving you much of a way of a breathing space, which is what makes it quite attractive. So, yeah, we'll conclude our dealings here, gang. Nation Red. All in all, a fun little twin-stick shooter with a lot of imagination put into it. Leaderboards, multiplayer, several game modes, different ways of speccing your character with your perks and such. And yeah, just good hectic fun. So if that's the sort of thing you're in the mood for, this is still one of the better ones. And I say, just for Diesel Power, the developers, the amount of effort they put in with this game really was quite outstanding. You know, you'd see people report bugs and it'd be fixed before a couple of days was out. You think even the big AAA developers don't do that these days. So just for supporting that sort of good developing practices, consumer-friendly practices, it's almost worth it alone for that. So anyway, gang, thanks for taking time to watch the video. I hope you found it useful and entertaining some way. And as ever, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to let me know you're alive. I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.